Hello, this is Dean Takahashi with GameSpeed. I'm here with Matt Nava from Giant Squid. He formed this company to make this game ABZU, about swimming underwater. And what does ABZU mean, Matt?
So abzu is actually an ancient word. It's Sumerian, and it means water and knowledge. So it kind of roughly translates to the ocean of wisdom. Exactly. There's a kind of elegance to the movement of sea life that we wanted to capture in the game as well, and we wanted to allow the player to have that ability with their own character. One of the things about ABZU is that it's not a simulation of scuba diving. It's more trying to get at the essence of what scuba diving wishes it could be. Is that the player can really go forward at their own pace. We never rush the player to move forward. So they are really allowed to explore and discover things as they like. I was inspired to create ABZÜ by my own love for diving. As a diver, I am captivated by the many facets of the ocean. It's an experience that changes you. I wanted to create a game where everyone can experience wonder, adventure, and personal transformation as I have under the sea. ABZÜ will take you on a deep dive where you will discover a unique connection with sea life as you search for your place and understanding of your origin.
So the swim cycle, we used a vertex animation in the material of the fish. And what I found when I was animating this fish was that to create a swim cycle, you really need just a few basic components: a side-to-side translation, a yaw rotation, and some panning rotations along the spine. So we get this kind of rolling thing, and he looks really insane. So you have this roll, and then we also have a panning yaw. And this one's really crazy too, because you can actually see further down from the pivot point, it distorts. So if you have a really long thing, this doesn't work, but for most of the fish in the game, it's fine. So when you add all of those together, with an offset between those curves, you get kind of a swimming motion. So here we bring in the side-to-side rotation, side-to-side translation, that is, add the rotation, and then bring in the panning rotations for the roll. Let's see. And also the yaw. So what you get is this kind of gooey swimming fish. So we did one trick, which was to mask those panning rotations just to the back half of the fish. So here you can see I'm just kind of dialing in this mask that just puts those on the tail end. And when you look at it, all of a sudden you have a swim cycle that has no joints and is on a static mesh, which is really cool. And it looks just as good as a swim cycle you do with joints. And what's really neat is that you can control this all with one parameter. So you just have one speed variable that you have to pipe in. And we drive that with the acceleration of the fish in a simulation. So here's in action. This is a scene from the game with about, you can see in the corner there, I think it's about 11,000 fish or something. And these are giant trevallies, and they all are swimming with a unique timing of their swim cycle at the same time. And it's really because we figured out how to do this static mesh instancing system that we were able to do this many fish. When we tried to do this scene with skeleton fish, we only could get like 30 fish on the screen. So it's a huge difference.
What was your inspiration to sort of come up with this concept and sort of?
Absolutely. So I'm a scuba diver, and I've had some incredible experiences diving off the coast here of California, playing with sea lions and navigating kelp forests. And there's a sense of majesty in exploring this new space that I thought I could bring in the form of a video game to players. So that was a big inspiration for us.